and welcome everybody. My name is Jocelyn and today we are doing something that I haven't done in quite a while now, a get ready with me. I moved house and things have been a little bit crazy, a little bit busy. YouTube, although I've been pretty much keeping up on it, has kind of fallen on the wayside, and I just thought I would take this opportunity to sit down and catch up with all of you. There are some updates I have to make, some makeup stuff, some low-buy stuff, and whatever else comes to mind. I'll probably not be touching too much on the makeup today, but knowing me, I probably will talk about it. But in case I forget, a couple things that I'm going to be using today is a Tarte Chrome paint pot. I did have a request from Bonnie on Instagram to break this out and use it. I have mine in the shade Frose. It's a really, really pretty peachy gold kind of color. I also recently picked up this e.l.f. sponge. They have a whole bunch of sponges in the e.l.f. range, and I think they're like $4.99, and I had the light pink one, and my cats took it. I don't know where it went. So when I was at the store the other day, I picked up this one. This is the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. Use wet or dry. Definitely going to be using wet, and I thought I would try this one out. I did like the other one, but I thought I might as well try this one out so I could decide which one I liked better, and they're pretty inexpensive. So I am going to be using this today. One thing that is new to me-ish, I have used this before. This was sent to me recently from Octoly. This is the Kevyn the Expert Mascara. So we all love a good drugstore mascara, but you know what? Sometimes I like my bougie mascaras, and this is definitely a bougie mascara. I have been using the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, and of course, just like everybody else, I love this one, but I also really like this one. So when it popped up in my Octoly store, I immediately jumped on it because I really, really like this mascara a lot. As I mentioned, I have gotten this before and really, really enjoyed it, used it all the way up, and now I have a fresh one and I'm really excited. I find with the Essence one, for example, although it's really great and it adds quite a bit of volume and quite a bit of length, it doesn't define the lashes very well. This one, on the other hand, does. It defines them so well, and it adds length and a little bit of volume, not a ton of volume, but it just looks really classy, I guess, and not overwhelming, which is why I really like this one. So I will be using this one today, and I just got this in the mail, and while we're here, let me tell you how much it is. Yeah, so this one is $29. I will make a recommendation if you ever want to pick up a bougie mascara, a high-end mascara from Sephora or Ulta. I would definitely recommend doing it during one of their sales. Sometimes I like to splurge and I like to get a high-end mascara, and this is one that is on the top of my list in terms of Sephora brand mascaras. Anything else new and exciting? I did use this Ofra foundation in, I think it was a dedicated video of this foundation actually last month, and I have been using it quite a bit. You can see the dent that I've made, and let me tell you, in that first video, I did say that I liked it, but I wanted to try it out more because it was just a first impressions wear test. But now that I've been using it a lot more, let me just say that I absolutely love this stuff. This is probably one of my top favorite foundations nowadays. So I will be using that today. That's probably enough talking about the makeup. Let's go ahead and get started so that I can actually update you on some of the things that have been going on in my life. So I've been trying really hard to keep up on YouTube. It has been a little bit stressful just because I feel like we don't have, I don't know where the time's going. It's just absolutely flying by. Okay, I think that that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Chrome paint pot, and I'm also going to use the Kaja stacks. I haven't used these on my channel yet. This is the glowing Guava stack, so it has two matte shades in it, so the one on the bottom and the one on the top, and it also has a sparkly center shade. I probably won't use the sparkly center shade, but I'm going to go in with the top lighter transition shade and start building that into the crease. Okay. So YouTube life has been really busy, and I've been holding a lot of guilt just because I haven't been keeping up as well with the comment section, and I've given myself a bit of a break when it comes to the comments, just because I hold a lot of guilt when I don't get back to them, and then oftentimes I won't look at them until I have time to respond to them, and that just doesn't always happen. Just know that I appreciate you commenting and liking. I appreciate all of the engagement, and I do my best to respond back to people, to like comments, or at least look at them when they come in, but I can't. I just can't. I don't have the capacity, and it's not just with YouTube. I do this with like text messages, phone calls. I am so bad at communicating, and for someone who's a communication major, you'd think I'd be much better at it, but I'm just not. I'm just not. I just simply do not have the capacity to consistently and constantly be engaging with other people. I love it, and I wish that I had that capacity more, but I just don't. So, which I think in this day and age with cell phones, which is kind of a blessing and a curse that we are available at every hour, which can be really important, but it can be very emotionally and psychologically draining to be at the beck and call of anybody and everybody. Moral of the story, I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you commenting, liking, subscribing, all of that. And please know that if I don't respond, I still really appreciate it, and there's a good chance that I have looked at your comment. I have read it, I have taken it in, I have enjoyed it and appreciated it. I've been meaning to kind of get that off my chest for a while now, just to tell you that I'm sorry. Yes, I know that sometimes I slack on comments. Please don't stop commenting. Okay, next I'm gonna move on to the darkest shade in this little trio. As you can see, I mean, I hope it's coming across on camera pretty good, but these shadows blend so well. For a long time I was posting 3 videos, and nowadays I've been posting only 2 videos just because I've been really busy with the move and unpacking, and then it just seems like there's been so many other things going on. But I'm really hoping to get back up to 3 uploads a week just because I really like that schedule and I like that amount of videos a week. It also seemed to be very beneficial for my channel to have at least 3 uploads a week. Okay, moving on to the shade Frose. I haven't used this shadow in a while, so I cannot remember if I need to use a wetted brush or my finger. So I think I'm gonna first try to wet a brush. I think I'll use this flat Colourpop brush. I'm getting real close to finishing up on my Fix Plus, which I've had for an absolute eternity. Yeah, these shadows do work really well wetted. I might tap my finger into it and tap it onto the eye too to see if we can get some of the sparkle. This would look really good with a yellow in the inner corner too, but I don't have any yellows out, so I probably won't do that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in there with my finger and just kind of tap. Yeah, I think this is a good way to do it, to first put it down with a wet brush and then take your finger, swirl it around in there, and then tap on top. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. Or maybe you can just go straight in with your finger. That seems to be adding quite a bit of oomph to this shade. Wow, it looks like my eyes are glowing. Holy moly. Okay, I think I'm gonna go back into that Kaja stack, go back into the darkest shade, take a fluffy blending brush, kind of work on those edges a little bit. Okay, what was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh, I do want to put eyeliner on. So I'm gonna go in with, I think, the Epic Ink Liner by NYX. There's a couple of liners that I really want to get. Some from the drugstore, some from Sephora, but I don't have them yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep on using this. Let me put a wing on real fast. Okay, so eyeliner is on. Now that I've wasted all this time putting eyeshadow and eyeliner on, I feel like I've not even really talked about anything yet, but I'm sure hopefully I have. That's probably... Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Well, currently I am filming a video.
Am I in it right now?
Well, I mean, your voice is in it right now.
Nice. Welcome, everybody. Yeah.
All right, so next we are gonna go in with my Ofra Absolute Coverage Foundation. I have mine in the shade 0.5. We're gonna start putting that on my face. I did go and wet my e.l.f. sponge. So far, so good. It does have a flat side and then a pointy side. So we kind of talked about YouTube, and I'm still absolutely loving it. I just have some guilt with my inability to respond very well to people. We're gonna go ahead and try this flat side. Let's kind of talk about the house real fast, and then we can move on to my low-buy update, because if you have not noticed, I did not do an actual low-buy update. I think it was this last month, or for the last like month and a half, or maybe even 2 months. It's really hard to put foundation on and talk at the same time. The house is going really great. I feel like there hasn't really been much progress since the last time I talked to you. The living room, kitchen, dining room, bedroom areas are pretty much complete. This room, although it looks relatively complete behind me, is not. There are a handful of boxes that I keep moving into and out of this room every time I film. A lot of decor stuff just hasn't been taken out and placed anywhere. I have a collection of crystals that haven't been placed anywhere. They're still in a big box. A lot of that stuff. Also, there's 3 bedrooms total in this house. So there's our bedroom, our main bedroom, the beauty room is what I've been calling this room. And then we have another spare room that is absolutely full of boxes. It's where we're gonna kind of have a study room and the bookshelves, and it's completely not put together like at all. And so we really need to spend some time there. But every time we get a free moment, we just don't make the choice to go in there and do that. We always do something else. We've been watching Game of Thrones, so we don't often get a lot of time to watch it, but we did manage to watch 3 episodes yesterday, so that was really nice because we hadn't been able to watch it in weeks. We're not really in a hurry, but it would be nice to get it settled in. I don't know if I mentioned at any point before, but this house was vacant before we got in here. There used to be renters in here, but it was making it hard to sell the house, so they kicked the renters out. And because of that, there were a lot of spider webs and spiders all over the place. Didn't love that. They were starting to come inside because the weather is changing. I'm also gonna go in with my Bare Minerals concealer and conceal a bit. So we did get some things to take care of the spiders. I don't love it, but I also don't want a bunch of black widows in my house. That doesn't sound like fun at all. The other day, Alex was out there mowing the lawn, and I think he killed like, it was either 4 or 6 black widow spiders. So usually I'm pretty okay with spiders. I can capture them, take them outside. But if it's a black widow, no. I have 4 cats. I don't want them eating it. I don't want them getting bit. I don't want myself getting bit. No. So we've had to deal with that, and I think that it's gotten a little bit better. Long story short, I love having a house. It's still not feeling totally like our own home. We are still, I think it's just because we haven't fully settled yet, because we still have so many boxes and there's nothing on the walls, but we're really enjoying it. We did get our deposit back from our apartment, which was great because you just never know. And I've heard that our apartment complex was I've heard not great things about getting the deposit back process from them. So I think that we made out pretty good. We have enough to cover our hotel for our anniversary, which is coming up. We are going up to Portland, Oregon, and staying in downtown Portland, which will be really fun. We're also going to a concert, a Dodie concert up in Portland. If you're not familiar with who Dodie is, she is a singer-songwriter and a YouTuber. We actually went and saw her last year on our anniversary too. Our actual anniversary is October 7th, but her concert I think is the 4th or the 5th of October, of course. And so we're going up to Portland, and I'm really excited. On that note, last year for our anniversary, and I think it was our 1-year anniversary, I compiled footage from our wedding and kind of did a wedding vlog-ish and uploaded it on our anniversary. This year, I think I'd kind of like to maybe do a Q&A with Alex. So I think I'm going to post on maybe my community tab and maybe on Instagram for people to submit questions, maybe even assumptions about our relationship or us or anything like that for both of us to answer. I was kind of thinking of doing it vlog style, while, I don't know, like a vlog style Q&A while we're on our anniversary. Not so much vloggy, but answer questions like while we're in the car or in our hotel room. I just thought it might make it a little bit more fun than just a sit down vlog to do it while we were on our anniversary outing in Portland. By the way, I'm using the Hourglass powder. Oh, I'm also using the Flower Beauty brush. I don't see a number on here, but this is what it looks like. I picked this up recently while I was out at some drugstore with my friend. It might have actually just been Walmart. Nice and powdered. So if that's up already and you want to ask a question or make an assumption or something like that, definitely go to the community tab on my channel and look out for that. It should be the most recent thing that's up. Questions, comments, or assumptions about mine and Alex's relationship, or just me and Alex that you'd like to ask one of us or the other, definitely go over there and ask that question. Now is your chance. Make it juicy. I don't care. Going back into the Kaja stack, I'm gonna start building those shadows onto my lower lash line. So let's move on to my low buy, which I am stopping, sort of. I think that I started my official low buy at the beginning of the year just because I was already kind of doing it, and I was like, well, you know, low buy videos are getting the views, people are interested in them, they're looking for inspiration, that kind of thing, and I thought, you know, I'm kind of already doing it anyways, why not film it, film updates, that kind of thing. And nobody gave me any crap or anything like that. Nobody said anything rude to make me not want to be doing updates. Okay, there's a few different things. Where to begin? I am still sort of doing a low buy because I'm just not buying very much. That's just how it is. I'm just not buying a lot. However, I didn't really enjoy making those low buy updates. I didn't like that type of content. I didn't like the structure of those videos. I think that they got a fair amount of views. I just didn't like it, and I don't want to be doing them anymore. It's kind of the end of story. It's not really so much, again, that I'm not doing my low buy anymore. I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was something that I wanted to have a part of my channel anymore. And so I'm not going to be doing low buy updates. What I think I want to do instead is a type of monthly wrap-up video where I include updates on things I've talked about. So maybe PR stuff that I've had a little bit more time to try, maybe things that I had an opinion on and that opinion has changed into something else, then I can update. There's a couple things like that that I want to include in my first one, which should be up right after this maybe, or right before this video. I want to include updates. I want to include mini reviews on items, maybe new things that I've been trying, things that maybe I'm excited about that are out in the beauty community that I want to purchase, or maybe things that have been tempting me. I don't know what I'm gonna call them yet. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But something like that, where I just round out the month with my reviews, my new products, things I'm excited about, things that I was tempted by, just so I can talk about makeup. New things, old things, reviews, that kind of thing. Let me know what you think. Again, I will probably have a video coming up really soon, including those things, so I can test it out, see how it works, see how I feel, see what the consensus is from people. I think I really need to do my brows because they look really sparse. Let's go ahead and do those next. I'm still kind of doing my low buy, but also not really. And there's a few different reasons for that. I really appreciate what my low buy has taught me, and I know for a fact that I have been successful. How do I know that? A couple months ago, I went through all of the purchases of this year and all of the purchases of last year for the first like six and a half, I think it was 7 months. It was at the end of July. I have spent, I think it was exactly half of the amount of money that I had spent the previous year on makeup, skincare, not hair care. Hair care I had spent more on, but that is because I'm on the curly girl journey. Obviously not today because I've straightened my hair, but makeup especially, I have spent a lot less on. And one thing that I think I am going to stick with is because my low buy was about money, and again, I have successfully done my low buy for the last, at least until the end of August, I think. Another part of my low buy was my palette consumption. Oh, don't move the eyebrows. And because in the year previous, I had purchased so many eyeshadow palettes, I had brought so many eyeshadow palettes into my life, and I just kind of wanted to put a hold on that. I still wanted to buy some, but not a lot. I think that my goal is to buy 6 palettes this year, and only 2 of which can be from mainstream brands. The other 4 must be from indie brands if I want to buy even 6 total palettes this year. My first one, and the only one I had bought until this last month, was the Natasha Denona Gold palette, in which I only spent $29 because I used a gift card from Sephora. I did just buy 2 indie palettes. Those I won't spoil what they are yet, but I did buy 2 indie palettes recently, and those are still coming in the mail. But I think I'm still gonna stick with that, just because the reason that I wanted to do that was because I didn't want to add a bunch of new palettes to my life, because I have so many that I want to use and love, and I've been doing really well with that. So that is staying. It's just my official low buy is not. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna start buying makeup, because in all honesty, I just bought a house. I don't have money to just go out and buy a bunch of makeup. Additionally, as many of you know, I have a great love for Drunk Elephant. If you're not familiar, Drunk Elephant is a very expensive skincare brand. However, there's a few different things. First of all, and this was before the second thing that I'm gonna talk about. First of all, I, again, just bought a house. Don't have the luxury of spending the same amount of money that I did when I lived in an apartment and had a roommate. So I don't have as much of extra income to just spend. Because I don't have just a ton of extra money, I have been looking on the hunt for less expensive skincare. I do have a fair amount of issues on my face. My skin actually looks really good today, and I think I know why. My Drunk Elephant vitamin C serum I think is going bad, and I think that it's causing me to get it was causing me to get lots of little breakouts, especially on my forehead area. And I can tell that it's going bad because it gets a much darker orange. And so I stopped using that I think a couple days ago, and immediately I have like stopped getting those little tiny breakouts. So I think I need to just stop using it. I have been trying out less expensive skincare, and I will definitely keep you updated on the things that work for me and the things that don't work for me. I've tried a few things from The Ordinary, and so far they're going pretty well. I hauled some of them during the Sephora VIB sale. I think I bought 2 things, and then I've also been recently sent some things that I won't talk about yet, but I was recently sent some things by a brand. They didn't ask for any kind of shout out or anything like that, which made me want to shout them out. And I've recently started using those and really enjoying those. But you know, Drunk Elephant is really expensive. They do include a lot of really great ingredients, and they don't add a lot of fluff, or they don't add fluff to their products, which I really appreciate. However, I recently watched a video by a skincare themed creator. I think his name is Hyram here on the platform, and he once upon a time was a really big advocate for Drunk Elephant and really hyped up their products, but he recently learned of their really poor customer service, something I didn't know anything about because I only deal with Sephora. I don't ever order from them, and I don't really communicate with them online, but apparently they're kind of a-holes, which sucks. I will link Hyram's video down below in case you want to be informed and talk about it, but long story short, they have really lacking customer service. It's a lot. So I will link Hyram's video down below. Definitely check it out if you are a Drunk Elephant enthusiast, because I think that it's important to be informed about things like this. There's a couple different reasons. You know, I love Drunk Elephant products, and I probably will continue to repurchase some of them, but again, they're really expensive, not very affordable for very many people, and so I'm trying to find less expensive alternatives. That was where I was going, my low buy. Oh, do I want something special for my inner corner? Okay, let me just say something real fast. So at the beginning of the year, Kathleen Lights and Colourpop launched her Zodiac pigments. So all of these pigments right here, I bought a couple, and then my friend Paige bought me the rest of them. One that wasn't on my radar that I was not going to pick up was the one in the shade The Lion. And let me just say, this has become the shade that I have used the absolute most, mostly because I love the way that it looks in the inner corner. I think it's so pretty, and I am going to use it on my inner corner today. I think I'm first going to put the Natasha Denona Super Glow highlighter down right there, and then I'm going to put that shade on top. If you have any questions about my low buy or why I'm stopping it or anything like that, definitely let me know. I'm still not buying a lot of makeup, but I just didn't like the content I was producing. I didn't like doing it. I didn't like planning for it. I didn't like it. So I'm not going to do it. I don't know. Let me zoom you in a little bit just so you can see kind of closer up how this eye look is turning out. Ooh, that was a lot. So that is what, so this is without the shade, and this is of course with this shade. I just think it looks so pretty. Guess I'll just leave you zoomed in so I can do my mascara. Again, we're using the Kevyn mascara. So I'll give you kind of a close-up of what the wand looks like. It's this really cool like snake head type of formation, and you can kind of see that it's not a super wet formula. It's a little bit dry. It works for me. I really like it. There you go. That is my eye done. My eye not done. Done? Not done. Really like it a lot. I love it. Let me know if you have a favorite bougie mascara. What is it? Or maybe you have a couple. We all know that there's good alternatives at the drugstore, but sometimes it's fun to get a bougie mascara. I raved for a very long time about the Kush mascara, the Milk Kush mascara, and although I really like the way that it makes my lashes look, I have noticed that as I use it longer, it starts to flake. It doesn't do that the first like couple weeks that I own it, but then after that, it starts to flake off of my eyes and fall all over my face. And you know what? I don't like that. I think the only thing I have left is lips. I kind of want to use this, but I don't feel like I can just put this lip gloss on. I kind of feel like I need... Can you just put lip gloss on? I think I'm going to start with this Luxe lipstick. This is in the shade Layover, and then maybe I'll try and layer Dirty Chai on top. But Dirty Chai is going to be darker than this, so I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, so there is Layover. Let's just try and put some Dirty Chai on. Ooh. That is pretty. All right, let me zoom you out. Oh my God, my battery's literally about to die. All right, so I am finished getting ready. My dad's actually going to be here. I have a little bit of time, but my dad's gonna be here pretty soon and my battery's dying. So there's my get ready for the day. I hope that you enjoyed. I felt like I had more things that I wanted to say, but I'm sure that I have enough that I've said in this video. If you have any questions or any topics you'd like me to talk about in a future Get Ready With Me, please leave them down in the comments below. Look out for that community post about questions or assumptions about Alex and I. And if you have any, please leave them there so that we can answer them. I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe for more content from me, don't forget to do so before you go. All of those buttons are down below. And I think that's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.